Good evening. Standard 10, class 10 को unit 3 energy शक्ति ऊर्जा. नेपाली it is called शक्ति ऊर्जा. What are the main objectives? यो लेसनमा लेसन पढिसकेपछि विद्यार्थीहरूले जान्नुपर्ने. The main objectives of this lesson are energy. Like what do you mean by energy? What are the types of energy? Renewable, non-renewable. Primary source, secondary source. Uses of energy. Energy is the capacity or ability to do work. Types, uses with examples. Differences. Differences between renewable and non-renewable sources. Nuclear fusion and nuclear fission. Biofuel and fossil fuel, etc. Sun and importance. And some data related to the sun. Coal and types. Hydropower, importance of hydropower and possibilities of hydropower in Nepal. See, let's start from very simple question as in the exercise unit मा इनर्जी भएको हुनाले क्वेसन नम्बर 1 पनि इनर्जी छ. क्वेसन नम्बर 1, डिफाइन इनर्जी मिन्स व्हाट डु यु मिन बाई इनर्जी. शक्ति भनेको के हो? राइट इट्स युनिट्स. हियर इट्स मेन युनिट्स भन्नाले एसआई सिजिएस र अरू युनिटहरू सबै खालको लेख्ने. सी इनर्जी सिम्पली इनर्जी इज द अबिलिटी अर क्यापेसिटी टु डु वर्क. That means without energy we cannot do any work. Not only living beings but even non-living beings also need energy. Its units are orgs, CGS unit, org, ERGS, orgs, calories and joules. Their main relationship between them: 1 calorie equal 4.2 joule and 1 joule equal 10 to the power 7. Or you can write down the their relation like 1 calorie equal 4.2 joule and 1 joule equal 10 to the power 7. Or and in the same way you can easily change 1 calorie into or 1 calorie 4.2 joules and 4.2 into 10 to the power 7 orgs मा लान सकिन्छ. You can change calorie into joule, joule into calorie, joule into org, org into joule, calorie to org, org to calorie. Question number 1, energy is the ability or capacity to do work. The units are orgs, calories and joules. Question number 2, define primary sources of energy. There are two sources. एउटा प्राइमरी सोर्स हुन्छ जस्ताको जस्तै, अर्को सेकेन्डरी सोर्स. टू टाइप्स अफ सोर्सेस. यो सोर्स हो, टू टाइप्स अफ इनर्जी होइन कि टू टाइप्स अफ सोर्सेस आर प्राइमरी सोर्सेस एन्ड सेकेन्डरी सोर्सेस. डिफाइन प्राइमरी सोर्सेस अफ इनर्जी. द एन्सर इज द सोर्सेस अफ इनर्जी which can be used in the same form as they are found are called primary sources. That means primary sources of energy can be directly used. It means we can use them directly. जस्ताको जस्तै जस्तो पाइन्छ त्यही फर्ममा चाहिँ हामीले प्रयोग गर्न सक्छौँ. We can directly use. For example, there are two types: renewable sources and non-renewable sources. Renewable sources of energy are those which can be regained after using. After a long time they can be used or they can be regained. Solar energy, wind, biomass, water, tide, etc. Non-renewable sources like fossil fuel, natural gas, coal, petroleum products, etc. These sources cannot be used again and again. Once they are used, they are finished. एक पटक प्रयोग गरेपछि त्यो सकिन्छ भने. नन रिन्युएबल फेरि त्यसलाई रिगेन गर्न सकिन्छ भने रिन्युएबल मेक इट न्यू अगेन. नन रिन्युएबल मिन्स क्यान नट बी मेड न्यू अगेन. रिन्युएबल नयाँ बनाउन सकिने, नवीकरणीय. नन रिन्युएबल अनवीकरणीय, क्यान नट बी मेड न्यू अगेन. Question number 3 and last for today. Question number 3 is define coal and mention its types. Coal in Nepali it is called कोइला. यसलाई भन्छ कोइला. नेपाली कोइला भनेको के हो र कोइला कति प्रकारको हुन्छ? Answer: coal is a solid and carbon enriched non-renewable source of energy which can be formed by the decomposition of dead ancient organic matter. That means many millions of years ago, plants and animals were dead. They were buried in some rocks, especially sedimentary rocks, and by the decomposition, there is chemical reaction, decomposition of those dead ancient organic matter. Here organic matter means plants and animals, and after a long period of time coal is formed. नेपाली धेरै लाखौं करोडौं वर्ष पहिला मरेका जीव जन्तुहरू सेकेन्डरी अथवा यो एक प्रकारको रक, सेडिमेन्ट्री रक, पत्रेदार चट्टानमा कुहिएर रहेका हुन्छन्. डिकम्पोजिसन, कुहिनु, त्यसबाट बनेको जुन अनवीकरणीय स्रोत हो त्यसलाई कोल भनिन्छ. कोल इज अ solid and carbon rich non-renewable source of energy which can be formed. That means it is formed by the decomposition of dead ancient organic matter, means plants and animals. There are 4 types of coal. कोइला 4 प्रकारको हुन्छ. Number 1, anthracite. It is the best quality. Just by the name anthracite, it contains 90% of carbon. So it is the best quality anthracite. Bituminous, it contains 80% of carbon. 80% of carbon. Number 3, subbituminous or lignite. Lignite, it contains 70% of carbon. And 4th number, peat, it contains 60% of carbon or low quality carbon. Again, names 4 types of coal are anthracite, 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 bituminous, bituminous, bituminous. Number 3, lignite, lignite, lignite. And number IB, PEAT, peat. And quick revision: anthracite, bituminous, lignite, peat. This was for today. Next time, some others.